Go to Roman, James, Cleo, Sterling, and Winnie. So this is one hot day today. Yep, today I think the temperature got up to 90. I was outside with Baxter, but I was happy to come in because, yes, I have a cool house. So, let's see. I have a big story to read about a little bird who is, of course, a super pet. And I am going to be reading these. I do not believe there is a dog. I do not believe there is a dog. But there is a he, I believe the robin is a he, who is out and down and in and will be flying up in the sky to help and to rescue at least two of our heroes. And maybe there are too many bad guys in this one, but we will find out. So I love you all. That's what she said. Of course, I love your dad and your mom too, so say hi to them for me. Now we are going to read. And the story, let's see. Well, what is this book? It is a story about the superhero. I think it's Robin. Let's find the name. The name of the book is Candy Store Caper. Candy Store Caper. Well, here we have our page of good guys and their pets and bad guys and their pets. All right, our story today is starring Robin, the bird wonder, and who belongs to Robin the boy wonder, and Ace the bat hound. These are good guys. Crackers and Giggles, we've had them before. They're bad guys. They're hyenas. They belong to the Joker and to Harley Quinn. So here's the 3 chapters today. World of Wonder, Double Trouble, and The Last Laugh. Well, let's hear about Robin. Robin has high-tech mask. He can fly. He has a Robin logo and a secret weapon. And he has a utility belt. He is an American Robin. He was born in Gotham. We don't know how old he is. His favorite food is worms. Tim Drake trained his pet bird in the art of catching night crawlers and named the high-flying hero Robin. Tim Drake is the real name of the secret Robin, who appears to be a superhero. Now here are the bad guys. These are hyenas. Crackers has a funny bone in his head, a wicked grin, and an evil heart. Giggles also has a funny bone in his head, a wicked grin, and an evil heart. They look just alike, but the one belongs to the Joker and the other belongs to Harley Quinn. And they're not so big. Here's Batman and the Joker. They're not quite as big as the guys. But the Robin is pretty small. The World of Wonder. One Saturday morning, billionaire Bruce Wayne was away on business. His young friend, Tim Drake, was eating cereal in front of the TV at Wayne Manor. On the couch next to him was Bruce's dog, Ace, and Robin. Tim's pet bird was Robin. and he landed on his shoulder. Just as the morning cartoons began, Alfred walked in carrying a fancy invitation on a silver serving tray. "Master Tim, this came for you in the mail," the loyal butler said. Tim opened the glittering invitation, which says, "Dear Master Timothy Drake, you are invited to a party at Granny Glee's Wonderful World of Wonder. Doors open at noon today." And signed Granny Glee. I guess that's a picture of Granny Glee. Okay. Under the fancy writing was a photograph of a smiling old woman. Granny Glee was opening a new store. It was part funhouse, part toy store, and full of games and candy. Tim leapt to his feet. Ace awoke and Robin flew to his perch. "This is so cool," Tim cried. "Alfred, can you give me a ride, please?" "Certainly, Master Tim," replied the butler. "Once you've finished your breakfast, of course." "Of course," Tim repeated, shoveling cereal into his mouth. Meanwhile, Robin landed on the invitation. Studying it closer, the little Robin noticed something strange about Granny Glee. Under her pink polka dot cap, she had big eyes and an evil grin, full of sharp teeth. Plus, her skin was green and fuzzy. Let's see. Let me show you this picture. Do you notice any of that? She does look strange. "Ace, come quick," Robin chirped. "Do you see what I see?" Ace checked the photo. "That's not a grandma. That's a hyena." "Exactly," the Robin shouted. "If there's a hyena in Gotham, the Joker is back in town." "Dealing with that criminal clown is no laughing matter," said Ace. "Neither are his critters, Giggles and Crackers," Robin added. "To the Batcave!" cried Ace. Whoosh! The heroic hound and his flying friend raced to the large clock in Bruce Wayne's office. Robin turned the hands of the clock face, and entrance suddenly opened to the Batcave. The chamber was the hidden headquarters of Bruce Wayne's secret identity, Batman. Tim Drake was Batman's faithful sidekick, Robin, the Boy Wonder. Ace and Robin changed into their Super Pet uniforms and were going to crash the party at Granny Glee's Wonderful World of Wonder. So there they are in their super costumes. That's the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is Double Trouble. As Alfred drove through the city, Tim pressed his face against the car window. They were entering the heart of Gotham. Straight ahead stood the Wonderful World of Wonder. A long line of children snaked from the entrance to the end of the block. Ooh, look at this place. Looks like it's made out of candy. "Wow," Tim exclaimed. "Every kid in Gotham City must be here." Alfred stopped the car, and Tim quickly leaped out. "I won't be long," he shouted, waving goodbye. "Take your time," said the butler. After a long wait, Tim finally made his way inside. The store was 4 levels of toys, games, and candy. The first level was an amusement park. An enormous Ferris wheel spun next to a robotic T-Rex. The dinosaur roared to the delight of the crowd. The dinosaur next to the Ferris wheel. Wow. Roar! On the far side of the room stood the owner, Granny Glee. She was smiling from ear to ear and waving happily. Tim thought he noticed 4 hairy paws peeking out of her lacy sleeves. Look at that. There is, that's supposed to be Granny Glee, but look at those feet and hands. Before Tim could get a better look, a wave of children pushed him towards the ball pit. The youngsters took a running start and hopped in, plop, 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 plop. Soon, Ace and Robin arrived at the party as well. The children didn't even notice as the Pooch and his partners circled the room. "I wonder what evil scheme the Joker has in mind," Robin said. Suddenly, the lights dimmed. A spotlight shined down on the stage in the center of the room. Carnival music played through the speaker. Then the stage curtains parted and Granny Glee stood in front of a big, grinning clown head. "Meet Happy the Hungry Clown," boomed a voice from the speakers. Robin thought it sounded like the Joker's voice. The ride suddenly came to a halt. The lights and music stopped. "If you want the fun to continue, you must feed the clown," the voice said. "What does he eat?" cried a boy. "Lunch money," replied the voice. The boy jumped on stage and emptied his pockets into the clown's mouth. Its big red nose lit up. The other kids squealed with delight and ran to the stage. Each poured their money into Happy's mouth. Ka-ching, ka-ching! Ace and Robin had climbed onto the rafters above the stage. See how they're up there looking down? "So that's his plan," the Bad Hound said. "He's tricking these children into giving up their allowance." Below them, a figure moved quickly in the darkness. "I smell trouble," Ace said, and he leaped off the rafters. The Bad Hound landed in front of the figure. It was Granny Glee. "My, what charming little animals you are," the old lady said sweetly. "Too bad there are no pets allowed." Robin hopped onto her shoulder. "My, what big teeth you have, Granny," he chirped. "The better to eat you with, my dear," said Granny, and Robin flew like a flash. Yoink! He snatched Granny Glee's frilly pink hat with those little feet, and beneath it was the head of a hyena. Ace then bit the hem of the dress with his teeth and tore it away to find another hyena underneath. They were Crackers and Giggles, the Joker's pets. "Looks like double trouble, Ace," Robin said. The hyenas charged onto the stage. Giggles foamed at the mouth and Crackers crackled wildly. At the sight of the crazed critters, the children shrieked with fear and scrambled for the exits. Tim Drake climbed onto the cotton candy machine to get a better look at the stage. Ace and Bad Hound appeared from behind the curtain. He pounced on Giggles. They wrestled around and tumbled out of sight. Robin, and Crackers chased after them. "Playtime is over," Tim said to himself. "I need to get to work." The superhero raced to the car where Alfred was waiting. He planned to change to his superhero uniform and return as the Boy Wonder. Meanwhile, the Super Pets faced off against their foe, Giggles. "I'm going to take a bite out of crime," Fighting Giggles said. "Oh, your joke stinks worse than your breath," said the bat. Ace spat back. Giggles showed his shiny teeth before he could chomp down on the Cape Canine. Robin flew by overhead and carried a large peppermint candy cane in his tiny bird feet. "Here's a hint," Robin cried. "Use a mint." He dropped the candy cane right on the hyena's head. Crack! Giggles robbed his throbbing noggin and scampered to the other side of the store. The Super Pets gave chase, but they ran into a sneaky surprise. Crackers was waiting for them. He emptied a jar of jelly beans onto the floor. Ace lost his footing and went slipping and sliding into a display of video game boxes. Robin flew to his friend's aid, but suddenly Giggles scooped up the tiny hero in into the empty jelly bean jar, and he screwed on the lid. The robin pecked against the glass. It was too strong for his beak to break. As Ace dug his way out from the boxes, Crackers reached for a control panel on the wall. The panel controlled the robot dinosaur. The hyena pulled a lever, and the T-Rex lurched towards Ace. With another push of the button, the dino's mouth clamped shut. "How funny," said Giggles. "The dinosaur will make you extinct." Ace was trapped inside of the T-Rex jaws. He pushed against the metal teeth, but they wouldn't budge. The hero needed to think fast before his partner ran out of air. Like his owner, Batman, Ace had a utility belt full of gadgets. He pulled out a pair of earplugs and stuffed his ears. Then he took out a supersonic alarm. This device made a sound strong enough to break glass. Weep! The hyenas had such sensitive hearing that the sound sent them running for cover. Then suddenly, the bottle holding Robin shattered to pieces. The high-flying hero soared towards the control panel. With his little feet, Robin pulled the lever. The dinosaur's mouth flipped open. Ace was free. "Now that's what I call teamwork," the little bird said. "But our work is far from over," said Ace. "Let's find those laughing loons and wipe the grins right off of their face." That's the end of Chapter 2. Chapter 3 is The Last Laugh. Ace sniffed the ground for the hyena's scent, and he followed it into the candy store. "The trail ends here," he said, and he pointed to the clown's open mouth. Together, Ace and Robin jumped onto the happy head. Behind the face was a slide leading to the basement. The heroes swirled until they landed with a thump. The pets found themselves in a pile of money. Nearby, a table was covered with even more loot. The Joker and his friend Harley Quinn were counting it. The real Granny Gleeve was tied to a chair with a licorice rope. Crackers and Giggles were guarding her. Drool was dripping from their fangs. The Joker jumped from his seat. "Doggone it," he said. "We've been found by the Hound." The villain shoved the loot into a large sack. Harley Quinn whistled at the hyenas. "Get them," she cried. Crackers and Giggles bounded towards the super pets. Boing! Suddenly there was another loud thump. Everyone turned to see the boy wonder. He had found the slide, and he came to help the super pets. "Looks like the joke is on you," Robin said. "You're not the only one with an ace up your sleeve." "It's the boy Brat," the Joker sneered, and he reached for his gag bag. "Here, pick a card, any card." The Joker threw a deck of exploding cards on the ground. Green smoke filled the room, blinding the heroes. Ooh, do we have a picture of that? Look at that. There's money, there's green smoke, there's Joker and Harlequin and Robin and Ace. Oh, and there's Granny Glee, the real Granny Glee. The smoke cleared. The Joker and Harley Quinn were gone. The hyenas were still there. Robin pulled out his bat rope and twirled the batarang and launched it into the air. "Fetch!" Robin yelled to Ace, and the bat hound leaped over the hyenas and caught the batarang in his teeth. Ace and Robin ran in opposite directions and tied the twin terrors back to back. "Sit tight." See how they did that there? "Sit tight," they said. Ha ha. Ace happily chewed through Granny Glee's licorice rope. "Thank you, my dear," she said to Ace, patting him on the head. Then she turned to the boy Wonder. Granny Glee told the tale of how the villains broke into her store, tied her up, and sent out those fake invitations. "Do you know where that leads?" Robin asked, pointing to an elevator. to the roof, said Granny Glee, where they parked their helicopter. The heroes ran to the elevator. The button to call her back had been smashed, and Robin noticed that his pet bird was missing. Ace pointed to a tiny vent in the ceiling. Robin had taken a shortcut to the roof. "Oh, yeah," the boy wonder cheered. Meanwhile, Joker and Harlequin climbed into their getaway vehicle. This caper was as easy as stealing candy from a baby. The Joker reached into his pocket and pulled out a lollipop. "Actually, I did that too," he squealed. Just then, Robin soared out of a vent in the rooftop and carried a tiny box that he had filled with the gag bag sneezing powder. As the helicopter took off, Robin flung the box inside. Poof! A cloud of powder filled the copter's cockpit. The partners in crime sneezed uncontrollably. Achoo! Look at that. Joker and Harley sneezed so hard that they headbutted each other. The copter crashed back onto the roof. Moments later, the door to the roof opened and Robin and Ace appeared. They pulled the crooks from the damaged copters and tied them together. Robin called Police Commissioner Gordon. When the commissioner and his officers arrived, they thanked the Boy Wonder and the Super Pets. Whenever Batman is away, I know Gotham City is in good hands. Good hands and good paws, Robin said, and Ace barked in agreement. And wings, Robin chirped. The next day, Granny Glee invited all the guests back to her wonderful world of wonder. All the stolen money was returned, and she let the children enjoy a free day of fun. Tim, Drake, Ace, and Robin took turns riding the giant slide into the peppermint pool. "Ah, sweet," said Tim. Ace barked and Robin chirped happily. And that's the end of the story. Look at them all playing there. Looks like fun, huh? Okay, well, here is a picture of the good guys and the bad guys. And we've read about a lot of these. Today we were reading about, where's the Robin? Robin's got to be down here. Robin. Oh, that's a penguin. Sorry, that's not a Robin. Where are you? Oh, there's Robin. Right? Number 8. Yep, Robin. And Crackers and Giggles. Oh, there they are. Crackers and Giggles. Do we have a choke page? We have no chokes today. Word power. Carnival is a public celebration with rides, games, parades. A chamber is a large room. Delight is great pleasure. Enormous means very loud, very large. Extinct means it's no longer living. Faithful means you're loyal and trustworthy, dependable. A hyena is a wild animal that looks like a dog and eats meat, has a shrieking howl sound that sounds like laughter. Scheme is a plan or a plot for doing something, to plan and plot something secret or dishonest. Supersonic means faster than the speed of sound. All right. Well, that is our story for today. And I hope you are all enjoying the sunshine. Maybe some water or something outside, because it's kind of warm out. It's a good day for playing with water toys. Anyway, have a wonderful day. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.